Okay. I don't know if the music is way too loud or if it's just right. Um, yeah, I don't know. Probably best to turn it down. Actually, is the music even going through? Did I leave the music? I think I did. Hold on. I didn't even check that. Nice. Now you should be able to hear the music. I left it on there to so you guys can hear it. But unfortunately, I had to change headphones to my normal ones from last night, and yeah, that's how it happened. Awesome. So just some news just some news for the main channel. The editing of the fourth episode of the Baldur's Gate for Idiots saga is going quite nicely. I don't know if I'm going to get it out Sunday or Monday. I'm shooting for Sunday. But sometimes the subtitles can take a little longer than normal. And that's just how it is. But yeah. Let's go ahead and switch to the Civ screen. That did work. Nicely done. So last night I restarted a game as Frederick. If you remember, last month when the game released, I played Frederick as Rome as Frederick the Great when the game released, but didn't really stream it since then because I'm gonna have to turn down the music. I think a little bit more because I just didn't have the time. But now, I did play a couple single-player games, and it was only like an hour each. So I kind of know a little bit more about the game, at least in early game, in the Antiquity Age. So let's recap what we have done so far. Frederick the Great, we started as Rome right here, and then we've expanded into Ravenna, Ostia, Neapolis, which is a city, and then we conquered Wakabnal and Koba from Pachacuti. And then we settled Aquileia and Capua. Right now, we have switched to Spain. Now we're in the Age of Exploration. So we switched to Spain mainly so we can really hone in on our leader ability with infantry. Because the Spanish have the unique infantry unit, which I can get with for free with science buildings. And the only other option was going to be Normans, but their unique infantry is a cavalry, and that's not really playing to Frederick's strengths here. So we can get Tercio for free, which is great. And then another unique unit is the Conquistador, which I'm excited to see. We are doing quite fine on science. We kind of caught up, and we're kind of like, we're on par with Pachacuti and Lafayette, but dang. Augustus is so far ahead, even in culture. Culture, we're lacking a little bit, and I'm hoping to fix that here. I'm hoping to fix that here. As far as the tech tree, we just started the Age of Exploration, so we're going to go into cartography, so we can go explore the next continent. Go into machinery to get the catapult, and then go into astronomy. I think that's probably the best, because we kind of need all three of these. And then from there, I'm going to look into maybe castles or heraldry. Though feudalism having an inn isn't too bad. And it also increases my settler limit. So that's not a bad idea either. But since we're going to go on the warpath, I'm assuming we're going to have to go into the top part of the tech tree. That being said, though, our science is telling us to go for education. So I don't know. In this one, we're going for economic and not economic, science and military, by the way. So we're going to fill up these things quite nicely here. So actually, which one's which? Military is known as non-sufficient orbis, and then enlightenment in science. Okay. Non-sufficient orbis means we need to research cartography and astronomy. We're already working on cartography, like I said, and we're going to work on astronomy after machinery so we can get some siege units, so we can take a couple cities that Augustus has taken, and which is really weird because Augustus has just been settling piecemeal everywhere. I don't know why. I really do not know why. But yeah. We are currently also working on piety. To get the temple. Maybe economics would have been better. I don't know. +3 culture and gold for every city-state you're suzerain of. Well, we're not really suzerain with anyone. Now, society is good. +1 culture for each adjacency. Culture adjacency. That's pretty good. House of Wisdom is good. So maybe we go in the top part of the tree. Inspiration. So we get Renaissance. +10% production towards constructing wonders. And +2 culture on displayed great works. Which also allows... I don't know if that's a... That is definitely a wonder. They had like Kawe? Kawe? Yeah. Definitely going towards colonialism in this part of the tree is definitely good for Spain. Because we want to settle in distant lands, whatever that means, and I need to go explore. So hence why I'm doing cartography first. I've got a scout already ready, and I might need to build another one after. Yeah, I'm going to build another scout after these buildings are done, or maybe I do it in Neapolis. Yeah, I do it in Neapolis. That'd be better. Anyway, let's start playing. +12 culture for both leaders. Yeah, we'll do that. We're also making some pretty good influence. I don't know if that's comparable to everyone else. It is. It is. Actually, we have the 3rd highest. And also, I don't know who else is in this. I always put all other leaders, all other players on random because I like that. Yeah, put you to sleep. And then next turn. I'm going to really need to build a lot of catapults. I just realized that, yeah. All right, grow towards the cotton. I've been doing that with this, with Capua, which is the reason why I settled it for the cotton. And actually silver here, so I'm probably going to start growing towards that silver here soon. But we have cotton +3 food +3 production. I am going to take an instance off and move this up to Rome. And then the incense... Yeah, the incense can go somewhere else. Or just stay there. In fact, I might elevate... I want to elevate... Is Koba a town or a city? No, it's a town. I think Koba's best suited for city status. I don't know how to make something into... Or when it is a good time to make a town into a city. I think Ravenna and Koba are probably the best suited for it. Definitely Ostia, keep as a town. Capua and Aquileia, keep as towns. And then whichever one of these I don't do, keep as a town. Yeah. I think Koba might be best. It's on a river, actually. It has a lot of resources. Yeah, I think Koba is the best to elevate into a city and keep Wapkapnal into a town. It's probably best. So I think I can do that next turn. Yeah, I will have the money by next turn. Yeah, Cog was damaged from high seas. Got it. Heal that up. I didn't know Cogs couldn't go into the high seas. Which I think... Wrong button. Yeah, I have to wait for the Carrick, I think. Yeah. Alright, cool. Next turn. Alright, let's elevate Koba into a city. Yes. And then get stonecutters and everything down. So we can get your production going. Matter of fact, I think you have a lot of the stuff. How can I check what you already have? And like in previous civs, you can check. Oh, right here. Yeah, yeah, there we go. Yeah, you can now see where everything is and where all of these are coming from. Nice. City Hall, Saw Pit, Ancient Walls, Brickyard. Yeah. get your production up. That's probably going to be a good city. Well, like I said, Wakapnal is going to be a town, and then once we can, I'm going to elevate Ravenna into a city. I think it would be a pretty nice city. I don't have enough influence to do the agreement, so I'll just go ahead and work on that. Don't particularly care to do that. Actually, no. Hold on. I've elevated a city, so Copa can go there, get me a little bit more science. That's always nice. The Po River has flooded. Honestly, we'll just go ahead. It's all going to be so loud. So I'm going to go to audio, turn that down, turn the music a little bit more up, and that should do it. You've grown, and since I'm going to convert you into a city, I'm going to focus more on putting down production. So that means probably these two, considering it's gives me culture. Yeah. Yeah, do that. For now, do urban center. Oh, that's right. I'm gonna have to go by, go through all of these and change their town focuses because there's new ones with the Age of Exploration. I did not do that, and this one is definitely going to still be a fishing town, and that's food on farms, pastures, plantations, and fishing boats. Yeah, Ostia is definitely going to be a fishing town. I feel like Wakabnal can be either an urban center, not a fort town. No, not production. Yeah, urban center would do. Aquilea, you're not big enough, and I don't think Capua is big enough. I do need to repair the altar. No, you are. No, you're not. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, Neapolis is a city, so that's good.
The map was a model for, rather than a model of, what it purported to represent.
There we go. All civilian and support units may enter deep ocean terrain, so we can use the scouts to explore now. And we also get the wharf. Cartography 2 gives food on fishing boats and buildings, but I need machinery first. All right, let's go. Let's see who else is out there. Quite exciting. And just load up the cog. Ooh, nice. It's an actual, like, built up defenses. Nice. All right, +2 production on the Colosseum or +2 happiness. What does Rome need? Happiness wouldn't be too bad, but also production is really good. So I'm going to go for the production. You. What do we do with you? Growing towards the Niter. Oh yeah, new resource unlocked. Naval units gain +1 combat strength. I think growing towards the Niter is probably the best idea. So put a farm down. Get the +10 food per turn. And production on urban districts in your capital. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I can go for the war. You already have so much food. Increases the number of resources that may be assigned to the settlement by 2. Yeah, then we can place down a wharf. It's funny that I can... A lake tile here is one of the most. Place it down here. And build you a bazaar in there. And you also go out since we just built that scout. And go to sleep. I see. So we can go on the deep sea, but it damages our unit. That makes sense, I guess. Yeah, rough seas. But it looks like I have some coast here that I can explore. All right, let's start expanding out towards the silver before Lafayette does. And in here, you are... Ooh. Both a fishing town, or farming town, and a mining town would be really good. Because there's going to be clay pits, mines, but there's also farms. I think... Yeah, I think it's going to be better to make us into a mining town, so we go for that. And I think this is a town within Neapolis's sphere. I don't know how you can tell. I really don't know how you can tell. Let's take a look at the production. Food? From connected towns. Yeah. And it's telling me it's from connected towns here, so I think that's both Aquileia and Capua. I feel like we keep Ravenna a town. Yeah. Because it's sending Rome food. Actually, making it an urban center here is probably a good idea. So we put down a granary here to increase its food production, so it can send Koba more food. All right, let's go ahead and hit the new land. Already see something something good. Two things really good. Nice. I don't know if this is considered a distant land. I don't know. Yeah, we're on Europe.
I take refuge.
I feel like distant land is considered another continent. Oh, Siberia all the way up here. No, that's Chimeria. Interesting. But yeah, I mean, an additional like city over here would be a pretty good idea, I think. So what made you choose Frederick? Before the game released, like Frederick was one of the last ones that they showed, and I was really captivated by science and infantry. So basically, Frederick is just the oblique personality is just science and military, and I think I don't know why, but I like that. Those islands count as distant lands. If that was your... Yes, that's what I was wondering. I didn't know if these counted as distant lands because they were on the same continent, but thank you for letting me know. Alright, don't feed the strays, so it gives food to Rome, and 300 happiness towards the next celebration, and culture. I think I'm doing a celebration with one of the other leaders. I think Amina was one of them. Or was it Lafayette? I can't remember. So that might actually be good to get the culture from that. I don't know what to go with here. I think inspiration might not be so good right now. +3 culture, no, that authority isn't really good for me right now. Tomb of Eskia, +2 resource capacity in the settlement, +2 gold, +1 production in this settlement for every resource assigned to it. Must be placed in a desert. I have 305 hours in Civ 7, so if you have any questions, let me know. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for the help. I'm gonna really need it. I would probably have that much by now, but I was on vacation when this game released. Only played a few hours during vacation, so I'm really now starting to sit down and learn it. Probably should go for economics so I can go into mercantilism. Yeah. Okay, let's get the temple down. Gives me culture and happiness. Just kind of reviewing what's best here. One of these two tiles here. I know it gives adjacencies. Or it may give adjacencies. Yeah. Happiness stores mountainous terrain, natural wonder, and adjacent wonder. Yeah. Build it here. And resource assignment, I don't need to change that. Go up here, and what do we have? Assist the alchemist take damage. How much damage do you have? Sell the stones 200 gold. I'm also in minus treasury because I lost a couple of my civics changing. Yeah, I feel like this is the best. Get some science, get some production. Yeah, he's damaged, but I can heal him right now. Alright, let's build a settler? So I can settle over here? Because there's some tea, there's wine, etc., etc. And some stuff up here like pearls. Yeah, let's do a settler. And we can create a religion. Nice. Alright. I don't know if I'm the first one to create a religion. Let's go with Protestantism just because I'm boring. Actually, I'm curious. Has anyone else founded a religion? I can't tell. I'm gonna have to really read through these. +2 relics for the first time conversion of a city-state. Conversion of a city's capital. These are all relic based, it looks like. And I have no idea what relics do. Be interesting to see. Your internet dropped out again. It could also be my internet. Sometimes it can get a little slow and then start lagging. It could also be mine. First time conversion of another civilization's settlement with a temple or altar. I feel like I don't know how often civilization, the AI builds altars here. So it can be good or it can not be good. I don't know. First time converting another civilization's settlement with a wonder from any age. Settlement in a distant land that is not a city-state. First time converting another religion's settlement producing treasure fleets. Settlement with at least 10 rural population or 10 urban population. I'm going to go with ecclesiasticism. Fucking hell. Oh, no, it was me. Okay. Fucking hell, I can't fucking speak. Founder belief. All right, so this looks more akin to the previous ifs. +4 science for every foreign settlement following your religion. Culture, science, gold on every tile that has a natural wonder. Same, but other civilizations instead of mine. Tithe is natural. Foreign settlements following your religion. +4 culture for every foreign settlement following your religion. This revolves around tropical reincarnation. Science from, tropical settlements. Doesn't seem too good unless if you're playing on a very wet map. Tundra tiles. Foreign settlement following your religion. Marine tiles. Sacred herds. Grassland tiles. I feel like interfaith dialogue tithe. Holy Ecumene would probably be best because they don't rely on certain tiles. Yeah, let's go with interfaith dialogue. All right, we have founded. We've revealed new civics theology. Yeah, so we founded a religion. Is it the first religion? I can't tell. I legit cannot tell. Tell me, chat. How can I tell if other like where other people have created religions. Yeah, get a temple down. That's gonna be happiness. There's not any. Actually, no. Bizarre. Get gold production going. Yeah. Augustus has made a trade route. Ooh, cool. Whales. What do they give? +5 production. Spices! Creates treasure fleet when connected to a coastal settlement. Yeah, there's some pretty good city spots up here. This is probably going to be a town, and this is probably going to be a city if I had to imagine. Alright, also, how do I spread faith? Do I get, like... Yeah, missionaries here.
My wits and thoughts about shapes and figures, and I read.
Okay, after the settler, get me a couple catapults. But also, yeah, I probably can buy missionaries. No. I have to produce them. Neapolis, can you... Actually, let's have all my cities build a couple catapults, because I have a couple armies going around. So, just because Augustus is just settled and conquered so sporadically, I have to divide my army up. Yeah, and then get missionaries going, I guess, in Roma. And then sawmill. In Neapolis. Sawmill. The answer to everything, sawmill. Get astronomy going for the age thing. That also gets me observatory, which means I can get free units that way. Heal you. I should also probably do an observation post here. Ah, shit. That was a misclick. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, you desperately need production, so I'm gonna continue growing the production here. Instead of going for specialists. So we'll do that. Alright, so it's recommending me to settle there, and I can see why. It's in range of all of these resources at once, but then again, that's the same with these tiles. 1, 2, 3. It's not in the range of the gypsum. I see no downside to not settling where it's recommending, but I also see at the same time no downside, no downside for me to settle where it's recommending. Unless there's stuff here in the Terra Incognita that I don't know about. It would have been great to know if I hadn't misclicked with the scout. Corsairs. Alright, Rome. Again, in Rome, we're going to lean in on all of the specialists. I'm just looking which ones would be more worth my time. And that's going to be -2 happiness, but like I'm fine on happiness here. There's downsides to where they're suggesting you have to build somewhere before you have to build something before you can place a fishing quarry. That is true. Oh yeah, I never really thought about it. Where the urban districts would be going. I need to continue thinking about that. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what's over here in these tiles I don't know about, and then I'll make my mind up. Yeah, I'm tempted to go for here because I go for a specialist on the wharf because that negates the food loss, whereas the others don't quite have that. Yeah. Doesn't consider anything that is obscured, by the way. Hmm. Interesting. I think that's the same for the other civs, like in 6 and 5, generally speaking. Catapult, nice. Go down here. And observe. Okay. There's nothing much going on here. Then I have a feeling one of these two. If I settle here, then I'm out of the range of the tea and the wine. So I might... Yeah, one of these 3 tiles is probably best. Because it's also on freshwater. Definitely maybe a town here. Maybe. We'll see. But definitely a city, a town or city up here, town or city right here. I can't tell, or I'm not going to be able to calculate which one to do until I settle them, I guess. I guess settling in that middle tile where it's suggesting gives more land to put. Well, no, it's still going to be the same land to put, same amount of land to put urban districts down no matter where I do it. Yeah, we settle on the coast, like right here. No lenses. And again, I'm not doing specialists in Colbert because I need to get their production up, or production going. So put down a mine here. That also gets me in range of the niter, which is nice. Gonna need to pick that up when it grows again. And they really need to make the city UI much better. "25 turns. Okay, that's... Yeah, the city UI needs to be much better. Then again, I remember how shit Civ 6 city UI was until they fixed it. Sure. I need to use the influence I have. I just realized I have so much. And I don't see much. I can befriend Tabrites, but like, what would be the reason to do that? It's a military city-state, so maybe. It's also really expensive to befriend them. I'll think about it.
Wealth circulates like blood.
Can I change any policies to make sense? Hold on, I'm gonna need to move my chat overlay. Give me a moment. Military independent peoples aren't as beneficial as the other types. Yeah, that's what I've seen or heard. So that's why I haven't really been focusing on them. Yeah, that works. No, I don't think I can. I don't think there's really anything better I can do with my social policies. And what was your designation? Have I given you a designation? No, I have not. I feel like, again, this can go either as a farming town or a mining town. Might go with farming town because it has a lot of like grassland around. Clay pits. Because I do have mines in the city, but it's not much, and I don't foresee. Yeah, we go for farming town. It also gives more food to Neapolis. Is there any... yeah, I do need to go towards the niter there, so we put down a farm right there. Oh, theology has its own separate thing. One civilian movement, one charge for missionaries. Can't exist without his mod. That tells you the value of the outcomes of town specializations. Yeah, that's going to be... I need to look into that mod for the next game. That would be really helpful. Definitely try to get some UI mod improvements for Civ 7. Yeah, receives one additional belief. So I think it might be powerful to go with theology. Do I want to go with mercantilism first? None of these really help me out at the moment. Although colonialism is quite powerful. +1 gold on gold adjacencies and +1 production on production adjacencies. And its mastery gives me a settlement limit. Not that I need it right now. I have 3. Yeah, go for theology, I guess. Give me another belief. There's also a mod for yields on policy cards. Good to know, good to know. I'll look into all of that for the next game. Because it will be a huge quality of life improvement. Judaism has been founded. Hot damn, so I actually was the first one to found a religion. This person already has enhancer belief. Who founded this? Lafayette. And Jose Rizal. It's weird that I know, when religions are founded, I know who founded them. Despite not knowing who they are. So I know that Jose Rizal of Mississippians, or at least he started as the Mississippians. I don't know if he went Hawaiian or Shawnee. But at least, yeah. Jose Rizal of Mississippians founded Judaism, even though I have no idea who he is. Ooh, nice. Oh, I never realized that. That's an oversight. I feel like it is an oversight, yeah. 400 gold. Spend 1 turn of science to gain 4... I don't need that much gold. As a matter of fact, I need to spend my gold. What the fuck? Yeah. Stone cutter? No. Fishing quite. 1 food. Sure, do that. You shouldn't know it. Yeah, you should know it should say unmet leader. It should definitely say unmet leader. 100% should. Get a mill going. In Aquileia. Actually, I think, yeah, saw pit to get more adjacencies going in the city might be best. Me saying me saying that, acting like I know how the adjacencies work in this game. All right, settle Sevilla, and then I should probably get this style, grow towards the T, grow towards the 1, and then start working on them as much as Sevilla grows. I have something that will help you out with that. All right, please. Okay, Neapolis. Once you're done with that, get me a temple. And I want merchants. I would like merchants, so get a few queued up as well.
There exists beyond the world a void
Serpent Mound,
without
+3
eternal
science,
limit.
+2 production to all unique improvements in the settlement.
Thousand worlds
Must be
beyond
placed in
this
a grassland. Support that. So I can master this to get production on camps and woodcutters. Or I can go for castles. The dungeon gives me production. That's funny. It also gives me medieval walls. Heraldry gets me the knight. Men at arms as well, which is next a infantry unit. Feudalism gives me a +1 settlement limit. Masteries. +3 combat strength for infantry units. That's, I do like that. Guilds? What do you do? Guild Hall. +2 influence, +4 gold. And then obviously the adjacencies for all that. Kiln, culture. Actually, all of these are quite good. I feel like going into Heraldry and then Heraldry 2 is a good idea. Get a little bit more combat strength. Plus upgrade my tercios, sure. Chocolates. A new independent peoples. Venice. And I've met Jose Rizal.
Ako si Jose Rizal.
And he went with the Alliance.
Pintor. Revolucionario.
Let's do a friendly greeting. And actually, you know what? Lafayette, you have science. You have quite a bit of science. And we are not going to have shitty bots in my chat. Get the fuck out of here. Actually, Jose Rizal might be worth doing a research collaboration with. And can I do the same with Lafayette? Can I double dip? I cannot. That makes sense. That definitely makes sense. All right, food for 10 turns. Auxilia, production towards military units in every capital for every town, +2, +20 production towards overbuilding. Let's go with maritime law. At some point, I'm going to need to get up a navy. Okay, there's Venice, and it's definitely worth befriending them. I'll save up my influence for that. Hinduism has been founded. Get some tea. Creates treasure fleets when connected to a coastal settlement. Yeah. Alright, missionary. You have 3 spreads. Need to remember what my religion does. So I need to focus on settling, or not, converting foreign cities than over my own cities. That being said, if I convert Neapolis, then I can produce more missionaries. Thus be able to convert more. That's the Hawaiian music. The music for Civ has always been so good. What's this? Sugar. Nice. That's concerning up there. Yeah, work hard to have this city under your religion to produce missionaries. Really? I don't see a missionary here. Oh, you need a temple in them. Okay. I don't think I've built a temple there yet. No, it's going to be after the sawmill. Okay, fair enough. All right, so go convert the Greek cities. Norman, I think, because I don't think he's Greece anymore. I need to save up my diplomatic points for Venice. Yeah, he's in the Normans. Catholicism has been founded. Again, can I... Augustus has founded Sikhism. Lafayette has founded Islam. Charlemagne is in this. He founded Hinduism. And Mina has founded Catholicism. I feel like I don't want to piss off Lafayette by converting his cities. So I'll piss off Augustus, who's already mad at me, by converting his cities. And then taking them. Grow town. We're going to grow that into the wine. Yeah. Those catapults are in line. These are... And then in a couple of turns, I will be declaring war on Augustus. I should probably be using the cog then. Because there are these things I can get with cogs. I do like how there are more resources that gradually offer them, like Lux resources, not just in previous games would be strategic resources like oil or whatever. But like spices, I don't think that was previously revealed to me, unless if in chocolate, unless if I just don't see that many tropical tiles. I could be wrong on that. Okay. You already have enough food, so we're not really going to focus on the grist mill and granary. I want to improve my science. I also want to improve your production. So I'm going to put production there and then grow you out to the... Yeah, actually, that's going to give me even more production no matter what I do. Or if I do this, rather. That's actually going to get me a net gain of production, which is nice because I'm going to get the niter. Yeah. Perfect. New continent has been discovered. Rome, after that, get me another settler so I can start, really start building up my overseas empire. And then also get me science building. Oh, I can be on top of the city and convert it. Nice. Treasure fleet resources, chocolate, tea, spices, etc. Don't spawn on the starting continent. The only thing to also mention is that gold and silver only on the other continent, so are treasure fleet resources. All right, awesome. Thanks for telling me. That's a cool little mechanic I do like.
By knowing things in their true nature.
All right, cool. We've gotten theology, science, so I can finish heraldry quicker, and add an enhancer belief. Newly found towns in distant lands start with this religion. +2 missionary movement. Conquered settlements are converted to your religion. Missionaries receive 1 more yield. When a trader is established in the settlement, it is converted to your religion. Okay, that's actually going to really help me incentivize getting merchants, I guess. Plus 10% production towards trading missionaries for every relic. Plus 1 relic slot in temples and cities. I'm tempted to go for conversion. I'm also tempted with millenarianism. And I'm also tempted with Dawa. I'm going to go for Dawa. Gonna go with the Council of the Indies, but I don't see too much. New World Riches, conquer, +2 gold for each resource. Maybe it might be worth to get Council of the Indies to go into New World Riches. Or is it more worth going with mercantilism? I think it's more worth going with mercantilism for now. But soon we'll go into our unique stuff. That's what the fuck? That's converted. Go up here, I guess. Okay. I think I wait for this missionary to leave before I deck. Because I don't know if he can kill the missionaries. If I declare on you, you gain 100 diplomatic power. It might be worth befriending Venice first, before I forget, and then save up the diplomatic power before decking, so I can support my wars, and ask other people to support my wars. New continent has been discovered. Siberia.
Yes. But do you have a flag?
Tessillo, Man-at-Arms. Excellent. So I can upgrade you to, yeah, level 2 Tessillos. And I do have the money for that. And there's a whole bunch of Tercios here that I can use, or I can upgrade. But I can do that after I conquer those towns, I guess. Your production is doing quite nicely, Neapolis. Quite nicely indeed. But I think I'm going to get a little bit more happiness before going to specialists. And then we go for Heraldry 2 for now. This is every foreign settlement. Does that include independent peoples? Or can I even convert independent peoples? Because I don't know that. It's a very good question for me. Also, Jose, I do not have 50. I was going to ask him for open borders. Roma. Again, like I said, I'm more focusing on specialists here. And all of these are pretty much the same, so it doesn't really matter. No, I mean, this is going to give me a little bit more happiness, or have a net negative of -1, whereas the others are -2, so we'll do that. Or do I go for the dates first, or do I go for the incense? I think dates are a little bit more useful right now. Yeah, so we go for that. Upgrades, up people, upgrades. The other thing to mention about converting settlements with a town that doesn't have a religion, the religion spreads with one conversion. City already has a religion, you need to convert one of both urban tiles and rural tiles. Urban tiles are the buildings, and then, the rural tiles are the improvements. Okay. That is actually really good to know. Also, is there anything I can build here? Yeah, let's get our purchase. That in Aquileia, and I don't think I have enough money. Yeah. A lot of islands here. A lot of islands here. It's not explicit anywhere, so I wanted to share. Yeah, I think that's a lot of people's complaints about Civ 7 is that there's a lot of stuff that isn't explicitly told to you, which is a completely fair thing to argue. All right, Venice. No one else is improving relations with them, so I'll definitely get suzerainship over Venice. Ah, god damn it, Rome. Got to take that city as well. Okay. Just heal up before you go into the deep sea. Bakal, which is a was converted to Islam. And I designated you as... I didn't designate you. Let's designate you as a farming village. I don't know why it didn't do that. Interesting. But get that mine there so I can get some niter. Observatory. Let's build an observatory. Yeah, that's the best tile to build it, so we'll do that. And get some production, or I can sacrifice one production to get one more science, so we do that. All right, converts. I see what you mean there. Yeah, I see what you mean there. Which has already illusion. You need to convert one of both urban, yeah, and these things. I see. Convert that. Well, that's a cool animation. Get like rays from the sky. Nice. Yeah, definitely have a town up here. Should probably, yeah, that's probably how I should do it. Trader routes. Not much I can do. Augustus is the best to trade with, but I want to deck on him. So that's not going to be the case. I think I go to Thebai. Where's Thebai? I can just click on it, can I? Yeah, up there. Yeah, we go there. And I need to convert this? Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Somehow Jose's never gotten this ruin. Interesting. Go back on the land, start healing, so you don't die in the ocean. Skull has been added to Neapolis. +2 culture, +2 happiness. Someone's built a wonder.
Yes. But do you have a...
Okay, cool. Hit that. And I think I deck on Augustus this turn. Might go back for that. No, I get feudalism for the settlement limit. Yeah. Yeah, I think we deck on Augustus. Declare a surprise war. Why do these animations feel like more like a Greek tragedy play? I don't know why, but it just does. Alright. So let's wake up all of these units. We do have an archer unit here. So I'm going to place the catapults here and place my archer units to attack his. And then unpack the entire army. And then same with you. You can already attack that city, which is nice. And then down here, I think this is going to be probably the toughest. Yeah, you can move there in one turn, move here in one turn. The catapults can't bombard on the same turn, which makes sense. That's usually the rule. Can promote you? No. It's like I can promote you already? No. You've already used up all your movement. That's fine. Okay, you've healed up. Can actually... I'm at Worth Lafayette? What? Oh, Lafayette just decked on me. Uh-huh. It's gotten interesting. I mean, I can probably pick up these two if I can. I don't know if I should be worried about that. I really don't know if I should be worried about that. I do have more science than he does. All right. I think I should be able to weather this out. I think there's rough terrain preventing me from attacking that city, which is sad. Let's get our more experienced guys out, or on the front line. Yeah, let's move you around. I didn't realize there was, can I fire over urban districts? That might be the issue here. Yeah. What is this? Tropical floodplain, so I should be able to shoot over that, right? Where's my other... Oh, it's right here. Okay. And you can actually hit the city now. Good to see. Should I slam the city? It will give me more experience, and I think I'll be able to take the city in a quite fast. Thing is that night, and I don't know how well I work against knights, but let's try it. Yeah, I have to kill the city defenses in order to kill the knight. Which makes sense. Which definitely makes sense. Nah, it wasn't worth it. Fortify up. These traders, these merchants. Go to Bach. I should be able to take the city shortly. Yeah, maybe next turn. Okay, Bach. I'm gonna have to convert one of your rural areas, right? I feel like so. I'm also trying to keep an eye out for any Norman soldiers. I think I should be fine, though. Move up, and I can't attack you because of the mountain and the forest. Damn. Just attack the settler, I guess. Yeah, I hit that a couple times. I can't hit you, but if I maneuver around, this is going to use up all your movement. Yeah, but if I maneuver around, you should be fine. Build up defenses. Yeah. We have met Napoleon. of the Ming. That's rather interesting. Alright, can I ask Amina for military aid? Or it's actually more worth to support my war, I guess. Yeah, support myself. Nice, nice. We're definitely going to get Caesarion over Venice, which is good to see. Get some production here. And then get the dates. And then, yeah, I can definitely take this city. Kills the knight. We have unlocked Russia and the Qing. Keep settlement. And we can upgrade you. I've already gotten this, I have. When attacking, and this is infantry units, this is ranged units. Yeah, we go for this. Nicely done. All right, I have some resources I can now distribute. Put you here. Put you here. Yeah, and then put you in the capital as well. So many things I can purchase. Sevilla. Fishing quay. I need to remember I need to purchase things in towns instead of instead of building them, because that's how towns roll. Capua. Perfect. Yeah, scoop everyone up. Yeah. Settler, we can settle here. And that'd be a decent town. It'd be a fishing town that can grow Sevilla. Sevilla might actually be a city. That being said, this would have been a great city as well. But yeah, let's get a town going there, and make Sevilla a city eventually. And another Roman city has fallen. Nicely done. That also means I have the Great Barrier Reef now. Keep the settlement. And you have been upgraded. Yeah, you've been upgraded quite extensively into Bastion because you were in a battle where I needed a lot more defense. But now I need assaults. We also have more sugar. We're going to obviously put that into the capital. And I can take the city next turn. Yeah. Gao, you've been converted. If I can convert Axum, that would be great. Okay, how's this going? Gain 12 points from settlements in distant lands, 1 point from each for each settlement, doubled if it's conquered settlement or follows your religion. Quadrupled if both apply. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, this army is going to go down into here, take this city. And I also need to research education, which is down here. I'm already kind of working on that. I'm working on feudalism. So after feudalism, guilds, and then we go for education. Yeah. Actually, the 120 influence is actually kind of big right now because that gets me more war support. Also looks like we've met Charlemagne.
Ich bin Carolus, Charlemagne geheißen.
Of the Majapahites.
Walden mit Sverdo. Ich aber walder durch Gottes Gnaden Sammerswerta.
I'm trying to tell if that's... Hold on, was that like an older dialect of German? It's like, of course, Frederick would be more Royal Prussian. And obviously, Charlemagne was more Old German. So that's interesting. It's interesting. Of course, Napoleon speaks French. Naturally.
Plenty of money maketh generally things dear, and scarcity of money maketh likewise generally.
Trade wins. +1 gold and happiness for every imported resource. I don't have many imported resources, I don't think. So keep it at this. Okay, so do I go for colonialism, or do I go for Reformation, or do I go for Council of the Indies? Actually, Council of the Indies is good. We'll go for that. Get an observatory. Build it right there. Interesting, we have a knight right here. A Roman knight just randomly right there. So are these guys ranged? No, they're melee. Go to Khan, sure. Also, I don't see anything threatening me from Greece. So I should be fine in that regard. Alright, we attack you with our bows. Actually, I can do that twice with our heavy archers. I don't have to use my... Nope. I don't have to use my... I was going to say I can attack with this archer, but I can't fire over the city. Take the city, kill the archer. Perfect, perfect. I am over my settlement limit, but I do have some pretty decent happiness. So I don't think it's going to negatively affect me. All right, scoop these. No, I can't scoop you guys up. Embark. Why can I convert you? Must be located on a district that can spread a religion. All right. I don't know what's going on here. Sure, fire at those guys. Reassemble the army. Next turn, I'm going to reassemble the army again. Yeah, go for these two cities. Because I have these guys going to Phaistos, and then this army can go to Mycenae. And then, obviously, these guys are going to here, which I cannot pronounce. And then whatever city it is. I think Augustus is right here. I have a feeling he is. But I think... no. I don't think I'm going to take... I'm going to keep at these two cities and defend here. So 3 more cities. Because I'm quite over my settlement limit. Or I will be quite over my settlement limit. If I master that, I can get more. And then with science, I'm going to get 1 more with feudalism. So I don't think it'll hurt me if I get like 2 over my limit, which means I can, with feudalism, I would be able to have 14. Yeah. Take 3 more cities and call it a day.
Close
on this
to
war.
the western summit, there is
Mount
the
Kilimanjaro.
and frozen carcass.
Redeploy the army. No. Move in. Or move back, and so I can actually next turn reassemble the army again. Okay, you're building an observatory. That's going to get me a... That will get me a unit. Get up a grist mill in Rome, sure. And I can also build conquistadors. A great person with 1 charge can only be trained in cities with a wharf, and the specific commander or conquistador receives is random. That, I don't know, that doesn't really make sense. Each conquistador can only be received once, only be activated in distant lands. Can always embark in oceans. All right, after that building, let's test that. Let's see what these conquistadors can do. No, don't sleep. Convert an urban district in Axum. Actually, we are number 1 in science. God damn, Lafayette has 232 culture. I think Lafayette should have bonuses to culture. So yeah, nice. Yes, get me a temple. Here. You ran away. Quite interesting. Yeah, upgrade you. Yeah, that's gonna suck. Yeah, no matter how I look at it, I will be taking damage here. But this shouldn't be... Oh no. Commanders can go in the deep water, but my military units can't. Which tech does that? Shipbuilding? I feel like shipbuilding is really important to grab. Okay. So basically I'll be whacking at the city. Because I don't have any siege to go at it. Interesting. Get a couple in this army and then head here. And that kills that Roman archer. Nice. Oh yeah, I also got a free unit because I built a science building in Koba. All right, Napoleon, can I get open borders with you? I can. No, he didn't give it to me. Damn. Yeah, move these guys up. Unfortunately, you're getting battered by the knight. But I do have the knight pinned, which is great, but I need to get the army up to Phaistos and take the city. I don't know if I can liberate it because it was a city-state. If I can, then definitely I will. Or maybe it's more... Yeah, it's actually more valuable if I take it. Aha! Greek army coming in. Alright, I need to turn these guys around. Or Lafayette army. Chevalier. Create a trade route. Gives me more resources to play around with. Alright. Ivory, happiness and production. Let's get rid of a copy in Rome. Put that in there. Put some incense. You already have incense. Koba already has incense. I mean, yeah, it's doing nothing here, so might as well put incense in Neapolis. So one of those things can actually do something. Yeah, you're gonna need to support the new front line over here. I don't know what to do with these things, unfortunately. Jose, will you give me open borders? You will. Thank you. Oh, he's at with Napoleon and Charlemagne. Okay, I did lose a unit. That is fine. This is what I'm more worried about up here. It's a good thing Amina is kind of like in their way, in Lafayette's way. I don't know if she's at war with anyone. She's outright hostile with Pachacuti. She might be at war with Pachacuti. Because her army is right here, right next to Pachacuti. So I think that's what's going on. Let's get a mill going, sure. Alright, we can get rid of that knight. Nice. Also, while I'm here with Ravenna, not enough gold. Capua. Brickyard? Sure. Sevilla. Yeah, since I'm going to convert you into a city, might as well start putting more production in you than normal. Unrest, 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 Ostia. Nothing I can do here. Okay. Alright, you're no longer taking attrition, my friend. You're no longer taking attrition. Alright. Deploy. This is the guy with... No. This is the least experienced guy I have. Alright, deploy army. Weaken that unit and move... Do not move forward because you will be putting yourself in danger. Just defend right there. All right, move into safe land and heal. There's a city-state right here. I feel like this scout is gonna die, which is fine, I guess. Oh, interesting. Knight right there. Actually, since I'm not gonna take any more Augusta cities, can I propose peace? I can't propose peace for another fort. Actually, no, hold on. I need to take this city. That's fucking right. Okay, I guess that's fine. Jose settling that there. Alright, +1 settlement limits. And then inns look pretty good. Yeah, they give some pretty nice food bonuses. Yeah, go for guilds, education, then shipbuilding. Yeah, you heal and then move everyone forward. I have no idea what to do with these catapults, and that was a misclick. Whoops. Okay, up here, I can definitely hit some of these units with my heavy archers. That's not the right unit. There we go. You're... Oh shit, I didn't realize. I didn't see that unit there. Whoops. Whoops. Yeah, I thought he had abandoned that, but I just didn't see the unit icon. That's my bad. It's fine. Yeah, just get a defensive parameter up. And yeah, just get defensive parameter, do it for that guy. Nicely done, nicely done. One moment. For whatever reason, normal cursor's showing. There's going to be no resistance here, which is great. Unveil army, get everyone, maneuver everyone around. And then we start pelting it. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. Can I purchase? I can't purchase any military units in Sevilla. Sad. All right, who is this? Tonglong. Science City-State. Yeah, that scout's dead. Yeah, I can't make a trade route with you because, yeah, I forgot I was actually completely forgot I was sending you to Thebes. Just go in the middle somewhere, and then we'll take a look at what you can do after the war's done. Neapolis in build a wharf, and then graphical glitch. I can't see the city UI of Neapolis. There we go. Please fix this. It's annoying. Very annoying. Put that there. You're still healing. Good. Again, I don't know what to do with these guys. Fortify, and you'll just be continuously attacking me into a fortified position. Have I done all there is to do up here? I think I have. Actually, you can move forward. You can move forward. That means you can hit this unit. Heal up. Yeah, I know you also heal. Yeah, just there's no other option other than to attack this city. Nope, shit, that was a misclick. I meant to hit this guy, but I can still fire at him. He's just in more peril than before. City-state bonus, nice. Company post allows the construction of the company post unique improvement. The company post provides +4 gold, +1 food, and production in distant lands. +2 gold if there's at least one resource assigned to the settlement. Cannot be adjacent to another company post. Gabra, +1 gold for every city-state you're suzerain of. Not really good for me because I'm only suzerain with Venice. Receive the cloves resource in the capital. +6 food and +10% gold. That's pretty good. And +5 trade routes. Yeah, let's actually grab Spice Islands. And we do that. And we go for trade winds. And I can get rid of... Is there any double resources here? Yeah, there's Jade. I can move that somewhere. Koba City, sure. So I can put cloves in. There we go. Yeah, and just continuously fire on these guys. That killed that... that's knight or whatever. Yeah, you guys move back. I feel like I can safely advance. Yeah. This guy, not so much. Actually, hold on. That was probably a bad idea. Definitely was a bad idea. You're ready to deploy. That's not the good unit to be right. That's not a good unit to be right there. Yeah. They put the worst unit to be deployed in front of enemy units. That sucks. Yeah, go support the war effort. You also go support this front. I can kill you. Oh, that's not upgraded. Shit. Settle. Or, fortify. Heal up. I should probably retreat that guy, but oh well. And just do a mass assault on the city. We've taken it. Nice. Keep it. We've gained the expansionist attribute point. It's going to be a while so these guys can join the front line up north, unfortunately, because they all need to heal. Otherwise, they will die in the deep sea. I can found a settlement here. It gives me a milestone in the non-sufficient Orbis. Madrid is what I settled. And we can go for the wine, yeah. Yeah. Okay, we both have militaristic and expansionist. Pop that here. Commanders gain a free level. New commanders start with free level. That's pretty good. Really good, actually. +5 combat strength for all units against districts. Yeah, I'm going to go for this. So all commanders are automatically get a new promotion. What do we have for logistics? Maneuver, leadership. Yeah, I have a feeling... For cav units, for ranged units... Yeah, let's go down this. Continue down the assault path. And you're my most upgraded Bastion general, which sucks that you're here and not in the main front line. Should have probably better planned that. That's fine. I can upgrade you with this. +2 combat strength for all land units within command radius when defending. I do like on Frederick. Command units have +1 range, which means this guy is... all my commanders are 3. That is insane that my command radius is so large when compared to everyone else. That means these guys get all the same bonuses. Or the guys on the furthest command radius out, so the third tile, receive bonuses against units who are within the same radius of theirs because they're so far out from their own command radius. Now let's see what happens here. I need to do a trade. Let's do that. Check the rankings here. I am highest on the sufficient Orbis. Yeah. That reminds me, I need to support my war against Lafayette. I do not have enough influence. Get me an inn. Alright, you didn't die. That's great. That's an enemy cog. I think that's fine where it is. Yeah, you fortify. Okay, we have a conquistador now. What do you do? Activate Great Person. In distant lands on or adjacent to Natural Wonder, gain +2 gold for each Natural Wonder tile, here or adjacent. Okay. Sure.
I have a glove into which I can put your whole city.
Nice. Science or culture? Let's do science so we can get closer to finishing up the tax. New World Riches. Yeah, let's go for New World Riches and then the Mastery. I can probably kill that unit. Not quite. Switch you out. Actually, that doesn't do anything. Yeah, that didn't do anything. Fortify. Kill that unit. And then target that unit. I should have more infantry on the way, maybe. Actually, yeah, this has sufficient infantry support. I need to protect that flank. You're going to try to take this city back with a single knight. Rather interesting option. Heal up. Yeah, just go to your capital city, sure. Convert. I am quickly catching up in culture. That is good to see. Interesting. Lafayette is choosing just to move his units around and not actually attacking my weaker units. Augustus wants peace. I will accept that. Give me Mycenae for peace. We reject that because I also want Phaistos. At least to liberate it. Alright, these cities are going quite nicely. Let's get another resource of incense. You have -5 on happiness. That's because I'm over my limit by 2. You're not good. Matter of fact, let's use some of my money. Go around and see if I can't build any happiness buildings for these places that have negative happiness. If I can. You have -6. Yeah, not enough. Alright, build that. The Casa Constorio. This gives me influence and culture. Yeah. Like, temples provide the happiness, and I just don't have enough of it. Sucks. But oh well. Okay, I can convert you into a city. Yes. And get to work on your production, improving your production. Get brickyard down here. And we'll talk later. This means I can give Sevilla more stuff. Like, dump all of the double resources I have on it. Yeah, pretty much. Pop back in my own territory, upgrade you. Yeah, I think these archers do slightly more damage to units than the catapults. So just switch you out. Yeah, and you desperately need to heal, so go do that. I can do Scorched Earth. So it's going to give a lot of these guys more health. You're healed. Sleep then. Yeah, I'm waiting for these guys to heal before scooping them up and then transporting them back to the mainland. Because I am worried that they'll take damage. That is a hostile Karak. That's scary. That's quite scary. Alright, you are finally attacking. Good to see.
The master and apprentice love the master in different ways.
Okay, cool. We now have guilds. We can go straight for education. I do want more settlement limit. But oh well. Yeah, upgrade you. And continue attacking. Sleep and heal. Yeah, you need to go up to the front lines. I still need more infantry support up here. Alright, focus fire on this guy so I can kill him. Those are some interesting death sounds, I gotta say. And try to kill that commander. It would be really nice to do that. Actually, just fortify. Build fortifications. Yeah, his invasion force here is going to be killed. Once I take Physos, whether it be liberated or just take it, I will ask for McKinley. And then chill for a bit so I can reorganize my military and fix all my happiness issues. Put a specialist there. And then, yeah, you just need food. So, give you food. Sure. We'll support it. Damn it, I should have, yeah, I wasted a movement there. Whoops. Okay, what can I do? I think I can advance. I can definitely advance. Yeah, I'm not gonna be attacking with my infantry units, but I'm making sure my archers are always in position to attack. Aha, that's problematic. He flanked me. Alright. Scoop all of these guys up. And head into the waters. Fortify. Okay, he's attacking this guy. I need to pull him back. Fortunately, I don't have any healthy units to work with here. Yeah. Okay, now I can actually work with Matoya. You are definitely going to be good as a... Ooh. Science Court? No. You're going to be good as a fishing town. For now. Yeah, definitely. Just get fishing boats down. So what do Kothons do? 1 second. There was a Kothon built in you. Plus 5 production, plus 5 gold. This wouldn't be too bad of a city, but I have a feeling it's worth more to feed into Neapolis than to convert it into a city, because it won't have any support from other towns in the area. Yeah. Continue pelting at this guy. I'm going to have to deal with this guy somehow. And I don't have any new infantry nearby. Yeah. That will suck. Coordinated attack here? No. This will do some good damage here. And I feel safe pulling you back just to upgrade you. I lost a unit. Where? I lost a catapult unit. Actually, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. I am okay with that. Give me the marble. It's been annoying me that marble has been unworked. Get me the marble. And start targeting this thing, and actually I can take the city now. Okay, do I liberate it? Can I liberate it? I cannot liberate it. I really should have waited. Because I'm currently... Yeah, keep settlement. Damn. How bad is my happiness? -5 in all settlements. Per settlement over the limit. I am 3 over the limit, so it's going to be... Ooh, that's a lot. And maybe I just white piece... Yeah, I just white piece it with Lafayette then. Yeah, I just white piece with the Lafayette then, and go for Mykenay later. Or whoever takes Mykenay.
Certes, oui. Cela est raisonnable.
There we go. So we have a lot to improve right now. And I mean a lot. Mainly with the any happiness situation. Because as you can see, I have cities which are unhappy because of my being over my settlement limit. I think... No, I don't get settlement limit here, but I do get settlement limit with its mastery. So it's going to be a little bit better. Yes, it's gonna be a little bit better, but like I also need to organize my armies now. I need to probably get 2 more. I reckon I need 2 more commanders. Where are the commanders here? All right, one moment. I have to take a call. Okay, that was useless. Anyway. Yeah, army commander right here. Get 2 of them. And definitely get a lot of the shit up in Rome. I'm willing to sacrifice some culture, 1 culture, for, 2 influence. So we put that there. I also want guild halls. Which is, this is the best adjacency. Awesome. What happened? Oh, that was the trader I sent. Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen. Yeah. Been fully... Oh my fucking god. Is there any way I can do something about that? Reconciliation, no. Fuck you. Military infiltration, what does this do? Get vision on all of target's commanders. Huh. Well, that's good to do if I ever go to war against Augustus. But no, I can't tell him to fuck off. That's unfortunate. Build me a kiln? Yeah. Right here? And yeah, I'm going to want to buy more missionaries. Should be able to get a missionary here, right? Yes. To reconvert my cities. Because Augustus is going to be so fucking annoying. Position these guys so I can get as many units in this commander's army as possible. Heal. Sleep. Where's the commander for this one? Right here. Yeah, just next turn scoop all those guys up. And I need to move you guys back, yeah. Yeah, you're just randomly over here. That's the Mexican do. Yeah, that is the Mexican you can have. Ah, shit. I actually moved you into the deep water. Whoops. Took damage, yep. Figured as much. You have a lot of food thanks to a lot of things, but I do definitely need to get you more production. So we'll start work on that. And this, well, you're just, are you a town? Yes. You might as well be a mining town. Yeah. Can I switch you now? I can. Yeah, you're going to definitely be a mining town. That's going to really feed into Roma quite nicely. Skip turn. Skip turn. Yeah, Phaistos, I'm going to also need to... Once you're done with your unrest, I'm going to need to repair a lot of things here. Actually, you're still healing. Okay. Scoop everyone up as much as you can. Perfect, perfect. And then just go garrison in the city. Doesn't really matter. It's going to be a second till I... It's going to be a second till I'm going to be able to conquer any cities, so I don't mind. Mina only has 3 cities, but I mean, these are some pretty big cities here. 17, 30, 10. Yeah. Looks like Amina is playing more tall. I can't tell what happened there. Imagine it's something. Yeah, you're going to be a fishing town. 100% a fishing town. Capua's been fully converted. Yeah, this is going to be really annoying, won't it? Casa Consorto. Yep. We'll do that in that place. And then, yeah, build you up even more. Maybe not that, but let's get a guild hall going. And I'll definitely be best in that district. Kiln. Yeah, we'll take a look at that later. Neapolis, you have exactly 0 happiness. Scoop everyone up here as much as you can, and just station yourself in there. And go to sleep with all of these guys. I feel like there is a really good meta on how you should make your armies. Like have one army be specifically for siege or whatever. That's just an example. I don't know if that's actually good or not. But you should get what I mean when I say that. To see the best composition for each commander, basically. Also, these are quite expensive, which makes sense, so I'm only going to build one, because I do need to build up Roma even more. Alright, reconvert it.
The best investment
Nice,
for
we got
one head is to
education.
grow grains.
Espionage reported. Action succeeded. Spy revealed. You discovered Augustus is performing espionage action to steal technology from me. For being revealed, they suffer -8 influence penalty for 10 turns. I don't know if that's good or bad for the AI. They receive 456. Open up diplomacy. Ongoing, recent. Okay. So now we have education. Mastering education would be really nice, but I need shipbuilding desperately. Heal up. And get these guys into position for another commander. I think that would be interesting if there were specialization for commanders, like for example, to get added experience from siege units. Yeah, that'd be pretty neat, actually. That would be pretty neat. Get an army commander as well after those buildings are completed. And we continue on exploring. I just want to take a general look at my cities and settlements. 18 happiness, -7, -2, -1.7. Yeah, happiness in some of these places aren't too great. Oh my god, especially Madrid. Oh my god. I can purchase a temple here, which will help. So I'm going to do that. And apparently I've unlocked Siam by doing that. I have 4 temples. Not that I'm going... Not that I will be going for Siam. Definitely not. Yeah, I just need to get more settlement limit from Tex. Fortunately, there's so many other things I have to look in... Or I have to do or research to make everything more efficient.
We came to serve God and get rich.
Talking about masteries. What was this? Expansionist or militaristic? Let's go for militaristic. So Spanish civics. We've gotten New World riches, and if we master New World riches, then we get +1 settlement limit. Colonialism, you would think would give +1 settlement limit, but no, it's the mastery there that does. Yeah, let's just go master New World riches. All right, militaristic. +5 combat strength against districts. That's going to be probably pretty useful. This is also really good. This is repeatable. Let's go for this. Why can't I press that? That was weird. Okay. Oh, I do need to upgrade you. Let's do that. Any more people I need to upgrade, actually? I think it's only these tercios. Yeah. And I think I've upgraded all the tercios. It does look like it. I need to go convert Capua again as well. Sucks that Lafayette and Augustus are converting me. It really does. But, oh well. Aha! That merchant should probably heal up. He is quite damaged. So before going on, you need to heal up in Madrid. And actually wait for shipbuilding so you don't take the massive penalties, health penalties, in the deep sea. Protestantism in urban, nice. Unfortunately, that was all of your conversion charges. Do I continue on improving your production or do I specialize? I think everywhere there is... Yeah, let's do production here, get a little bit of science out of that. Talking about science, damn, Jose's just above me. Yeah. Culture, I could be doing better. But, like, I'm not focused on culture again. I'm focused on science, so... Which I should probably focus more on culture, because that's really important. Yeah. Alright. Build me... Was that Guildhall? Yeah. Okay, repair plantation. Do you know how specialists work? Vaguely. I do know that you put them in, and they give you science culture at the cost of food and money. And how much that science and culture are depends on what buildings are in each of the districts. Did I get that right? Definitely heal up there. Hmm. You definitely need more production. What the fuck? Yeah, get production there. You really grew. Huh. I'll do that then. Kind of steals a tile from Madrid, but I don't care. Wait, was that more than 3 tiles away? No, it was exactly 3 tiles away. I can probably go for the dates. Yeah, should do that. Another resource to add to any city. Or just to give to Neapolis, to give them extra food and happiness. That being said, though, should probably put that in a place like Ravenna to get the happiness at 0. So yeah, so all yes, but they get bonuses from adjacency. Yeah. For every adjacency of the correct type, it gives 0.5 of that yield. So in order to really effectively use specialist it is imperative to be building cities around adjacency pairs. Yes, and that's the adjacency pairs is something I do really need to memorize what they are. Because I've memorized the Civ 6 ones. It's just, it'll take me time to memorize the ones in 7. I just need to look at more stuff, more videos relating to it. No, I cannot get any more missionaries there. Okay. Because I need to convert Ravenna because it's converted to Islam. Okay. You are going to definitely be a mining town. No doubt on that one. Actually, I can change you to that now. Which town do you go to? Or which city? Koba, right? That's funny. The localization on that. Connected town, so 2-2. Feeling this is the... Yeah, I have a feeling you go to Koba. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's worth keeping it as Hephaestus as a town.
If shipbuilding
For now, at
art
least.
were in the wood, ships would exist by nature.
All units ignore movement penalties from deep ocean and can safely travel, so that's good to see. Alright. Is there anything that gives me... settlement limit. Does not look like it. Though a lot of these masteries are really good, I'm going to start with Education 2. I should also probably go for castles so I can get crossbows and not rely on the heavy bowmen. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Looks like you're fine on happiness. Guildhall would be nice, although I'm not really running out of money. Is there anything I can do to improve my... Yeah, I can get a kiln to improve my culture. Okay, now you can travel here safely. And quickly. Augustus has put up a new trade route. Have I converted you into a fishing town? I have not. Should probably do that. And same with you. Also, if you can let me know... how the treasure fleets work, that would be great. Get a university going, sure. Right there. Okay, another city-state. Which might be worth befriending. But also this city-state is probably a little bit more worth befriending, so I'll go ahead and do that. I don't really need additional money, but I'll do the neutral way. Supporting it? I don't know. Yeah, kiln. Get me a kiln. Would be really nice if I can get the influence. So I'm going to get rid of that. And replace it with this. Sure. Converts. Protestant majority. Good to see. Alright, can I... Yeah, let's go for the science city-state. 340. Not next turn, 2 turns from now.
We came to serve God and get rich.
Change policies. +2 gold resource for each or +2 gold for each resource. Yes. I'm gonna switch that out with trade winds. Yes. That's so much money. I definitely need to go down through here. Yeah. Definitely. Feel like colonialism is where I should be heading towards. Yeah. That also gets me a settlement limit to go colonialism 2, so we do that. Caravena's Protestant. Need to run up and convert the thing in Capua. Alright, new commander. We are going to upgrade him with initiative. And you are going to run up here and create an army with these guys. How much is your limit? 4. Yep, that's exactly 4. And then we can make a trader out here. Quite nice. So this is going to create happiness. I think I can only put it in cities, yeah. Three turns left for treasure fleet. And then with the incense, can I put that anywhere? Yeah, it'd probably be best to put it in one of these places, so it's not being useless. Yeah. I'd rather have a double resource in a city rather than spreading the resource out, because that can mean insufficient resources or lazy resources. Convert. Now you're a Protestant majority. Good to see. Good to see.
The best investment for 1 year is to grow grains.
Receive a relic. Nicely done. I'm still really interested in increasing your production rather than putting down specialists. So I'm going to need to go for castles, go for metallurgy, improve my units. El Escorial. Do I get... Is that the one I get bonus to... building? Yeah. It is. Sure. Got some unhappiness here that would surely fix it. Actually, is there any better place I can build that to give me... better adjacency or better stuff? No, not in Rome. Neapolis. Okay, yeah. Oh. Koba can go ahead and build it then. Right here. Tikal, I'm going to have to repair some things here because they're unhappy. Actually, while I'm here, improve their happiness. Wait, what? Says you're happy. Okay, I've got the money. Where are people unhappy? Like negative happiness, you. Get a temple down. So now you're happy. Get a temple down. So you're happy. And yeah, you're going to be in... Well, the wonder I'm building should work with improving your happiness. And I think everywhere else it's fine. Because I did get +1 settlement limit, so it's less of a happiness malice. That being said, I would like to improve my settlement limit even more so that I can expand more. Okay, summon distant lands. Earn a point by settling, converting, and capturing distant lands. Okay. Then I will in Neapolis, if Firaxis can fix that graphical glitch, that would be amazing. No, I cannot buy both a Carrack and a missionary, but I can certainly do that in the next turn. Get a Carrack. Because why not? Dang, a lot of good options here. I designated you as a what town? I haven't designated you at all. You should probably be a farming town. Designating shit based off of what I can improve in them, and I don't know if that's good to do. I really don't know. Build me a university. Right there. Yeah, I'm going to start putting specialists here. Just looking at where's the best ones, and up here is pretty good, actually. Do that. Okay. What can I do here? Let's get an observatory down, sure. Or university? Yeah, everything wants me to... Okay, that's fine. We can just destroy that and make it basically a science district there. Where's the best production? And these are the best tiles, these fishing tiles. So we'll start putting them down around the area. And we have a treasure fleet. Scores treasure fleet points, awards golds, and remove the units from the game. So we send it back to Rome? Send it back to Neapolis? I'm not really sure how these work. Not really sure.
Matsuyama Castle. The keep is higher than the autumn sky.
Nice. So we have castles now. Get metallurgy. So let me look for my bowmen, because I can now upgrade them. Can I release some... Oh, I can upgrade them within the army. That's nice. So I don't have to unload the entire army here. That's good. Whoops. No one there to do... Yeah, I think that's all my bowmen. Which I should honestly maybe make more crossbowmen. But not now. Yeah, certainly not now. But eventually I should probably start doing that, because they are really good at killing units without taking damage. Okay, so this is going to do what? Gives me gold. How much was that? I can't tell. How much was that? More food. And what do we do here? Can put trade winds back. Plus 20% protection towards overbuilding. Plus 3 combat strength for fortified units. Or districts. Yeah, we can put trade winds back. And then, of course, that flood damaged my general there. And a couple of my units. I really wish this told you how much money you'd get. I really wish they did that. That would be really nice. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna need to get stuff done, built, in these towns. I'm getting more and more, I'm getting more and more money, so I need to start really investing in them. And I need to improve production in my cities. Okay, we're just going to do that. Be neutral. Confucianism in Goba. Interesting. Protestantism is still around. Damn, it's still actually in Axum, but I really need to be keeping up on... I really need to keep up on the conversion. That's what it is. I need to keep up on the conversion. This is a really good tile to specialize in. Do that. And then, yeah, we can definitely continue specializing here. This is probably one of the best tiles to specialize again in, so we do that. Your happiness is fine. Again, these fishing tiles are just the best, really, to improve. Yeah. And I can specialize you into a fishing town. We do that. That's your only freaking option. Get a stonecutter. We need to get more adjacency. I think you get adjacency with like 2 urban districts around the center. So we do that. But I don't know if that applies to towns, even if it is true. I need to learn a little bit more of the adjacencies again in Civ 7. Go to sleep. Yeah. You're working on a commander. It would probably be... No, I'm not even going to think about settling outside. So I saw rural tiles in this settlement that have at least 1 happiness. 1 wild card attribute point. What do the wild card attribute points do? Or it just gives me a random attribute point, I think. That's what it means. Certainly not a bad wonder to get. But I think I need so much more in the city. Yeah. Rome has Rome has actually lost a lot of their production. So we need to get that back. Get shipyard going, get dungeons going. Yeah, I'm not willing to sacrifice more production, so we put them in already existing urban districts. Ravenna. Is there anywhere else that I need to... Yeah, it'd probably be beneficial to put an urban district here. Convert that city. Nice. Does that count? I can't tell. I can't tell if that counted. It's interesting. These guys haven't really settled down here. Really, really interesting.
Colonialism is not satisfied merely with holding a people in its grip, but it turns to the past of the oppressed people and destroys it.
Okay. So there's colonialism. Here we can definitely specialize. And do it in here. Yeah, I think that gives me the most amount of bonuses. So it's the same as everywhere else, but gives me a bonus towards food, which negates most of the negative food there. And again, this gives me more science if I specialize. And I already have more than enough food, so let's specialize into basically my science building. Oh, that's nice. The tooltip actually tells you which buildings are in here. Okay, I was wondering how you could check that. Was really wondering that. Do a fishing thing there. Tech tree, we can master colonialism for a settlement limit. Yeah, I'm not really doing well on... You know what, let's do Reformation and then colonialism too. I think I just built a science building here, so I get another... Yeah, another unit. Okay, yeah, Rome, I'm fine with Rome, like, settling right here. That's fine by me. This just really annoyed me. I'm glad I was able to take it. Stockholm! I do have a lot, that reminds me, I do have a lot of influence points, so I can need to befriend people around the world. Stockholm, hello there. I need 340 to be friends with you.
Law is nothing other than the command of the sovereign in the exercise of his power.
Okay, there's El Escorial. Give me science and happiness, I think it was. Nice. I like how it's like on a raised area above the city. That's awesome.
From the new land of gold.
Armor giving me... What was that? Production? +1 protection for each adjacent resource and wonder. That's normal for these buildings, I've noticed. And it just gives protection towards landing units. That makes sense. Yep. All right, do we master anything, or do we just go into metal casting and or architecture? I feel like going back and mastering a couple of these things, like the production on woodcutters is really good. And then, again, the food there. So we kind of go back and master a couple things. And then advance. And yeah, you need to improve your production. So I'm going to put down... Put down a dungeon there, and then put in an armorer, actually in the same place. The same with you. I'm worried about your production, so get me a shipyard. Then armor, it does give me general production. Put you down. Dungeon, again. Same place if I can. I don't know if I can put that many buildings there. We'll see. And then just scoop up everyone. And go stay in Wakabnal? Go to Roma. Mina's completed a milestone. Okay, do you have a temple? No, you don't. I'm going to purchase a temple so I can more effectively... convert other cities. Once I get the money to. I need to put in districts here and in Madrid. Treasure fleet, nice. Oh damn! I didn't mean to switch that. Whoops. Yeah, I do need to get master. Okay, I'm gonna pop to mastering shipbuilding, and then everything else. I forgot I couldn't move these units back. Damn, Augustus is all the way over here. Okay, purchase a missionary in here. And then I want a brickyard in here. And in Madrid, I want fishing quay here. I'm putting random shit down and hoping it works. That's such a classic. And yeah, that does give some good food bonuses. Nice. Okay, it gives me 100 gold each treasure fleet. I think if your play is Isabella, it gives you more. I think. I do not like that army commander right there, Pachacuti. I really don't. Okay. Do these cities on the other continent count as distant lands? It would be interesting to see. Will this work here? With sufficient Orbis. Okay, what do you mean by converting? Seriously, what does it mean by converting? Can I purchase a settler here? No, I cannot. Alright, get rid of the army commander. There's a lot of stuff I need to work on. Yeah. I think I have a sufficient amount of army commanders.
The gospel cannot be truly preached without offense and tumult.
Okay. We got Reformation. +1 production on production adjacencies. Now that is good. I'm gonna replace that with colonial surplus. Anything else? +1 civilian movement actually isn't too bad. Yeah. Rationalism. 15% gold and science in your own cities. In your own cities that are converted to your religion. I'm gonna change that out, yeah. And then convert my city so I can get all that good stuff. Okay, so we got Reformation. Should I go with colonialism 2? Actually, authority, now that I'm suzerain over some cities, might be good, so I can get some culture going. So it's really interesting how this didn't count towards settling, converting, and capturing distant lands. What does it mean by converting? Okay, I can also go and befriend. Actually, before I try to befriend Stockholm, is there anyone challenging me in... Never mind, that city is destroyed. Alright, let's go befriend Stockholm. Like, that was a waste of like 300
Building
influence
art
points.
were in the wood,
Damn.
ships would exist by now.
Okay. What do I do? Which specialization do I do? Probably this one here. 3 science. Or even the 3 culture. I need culture more than I do science, so we do that. Okay, get the mastery here. It gives me 0 turns. 1 turn for mastery in cartography. And then I think we go... Ooh, mastery, metallurgy 2 is good. Metallurgy 2 is good. Also, metal casting upgrades my tercios, so I should probably go and get that as well. Fucking Neapolis being Confucius, that's so annoying.
I worked my wits and thoughts.
Get a farm down there. A little bit of production. I like how Sevilla's looking. I really do. It's looking really nice. Yep. Cartography 2. I also got this missionary. Oh, that's right. Reconvert Neapolis back to Protestant. Samarkand. That'd be a good one to grab. And is that Amina? That is Amina. I think I've met everyone there is. How the fuck did you already become Protestant? How the fuck did that happen?
The map was a Model 4, right?
Yeah, I don't think there's really anything else. Mastering guilds is pretty good. Production on clay pits and mines. +1 gold on gold buildings. Though I don't necessarily think that's more worth than getting metal casting, so we go for that. Okay, Aquileia needs to be converted. Get another missionary in here. And you probably need... We can get a granary down. Sure. And you probably another granary because these are food-based cities. So more food they get, the more food Sevilla gets. And Ostia. I can't believe I haven't put anything here in Ostia. Let's do that. Another Jose's just... I like how Charlemagne and Jose are just kind of like making the other continent just like a spotted painting. It's really weird. Go and make me a few missionaries. That would be really, really nice. Also, I can upgrade these to trebuchets. Any in these armies to upgrade? Yes. This one didn't, I know that. I think it's all of them? Yeah, there was only 3. Well, there were 4, 1 died. That's fine. That's a big city. Yeah. Songhai, are you at war with anyone? You're outright hostile to Pachacuti, Lafayette, and Napoleon. I can put another specialist here. Though doing one here gives me some production, so I'm going to do that. Grist mill, you do need more food. We definitely need more food, so we'll do a mill there. We have more treasure fleets. Nice. I need to get you something as well. Brickyard, sure. Another urban district. Oh, you already have another one there. Okay, that's whatever then. Oh, I didn't even realize that. Nice. Let's do the production in Roma. Yeah. At 15 of 14 now, I just realized this. 15 of 14 settling limit. So that's good. What is this? We got another relic. All right, cool. Which the relics do give me culture, which is what I need. Exactly what I need. Oh, there's I just realized this catapult was here.
I have collected all the writings and burnt those which were of no use.
We definitely need to go more and more into the civic stream. Definitely need to do that. Plus 50% food and happiness towards maintaining specialists. That's actually pretty good. Diplomatic service gives me that wonder. I think that's a wonder. And plus 5 culture per science. That's not really good for me. Patronage, plus 1 culture on each adjacency. Now that's good. House of Limit is good. Also getting Society 2 gets me another settlement limit. Yes. I think we go for Society. Although bureaucracy is pretty good. Go for bureaucracy, then go for society, and society 2 after that. Okay, anywhere else I can improve city, towns? Yes. Stonecutter. Perfect. Oh. I've been meaning to repair that mine. Yeah, I've really been meaning to repair it. Whoops. Is there anything good I can purchase in these towns? Also, I need to repair that plantation, apparently. No, it doesn't seem like it. Getting you a stone cutter wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, that's going to replace where we work, which is fine. In fact, this is a really good tile to work. That's already converted all the way to Protestant. Okay, nice. Your production is now good, and your food is now really good. That's excellent to see. I think I need to start work on Carracks and getting a navy going. So let's get a few Carracks going. Yeah. And what do I do here? Let's get Guild Hall. That's a good guild hall there. Yeah. And then we just get more fishing in the city. And get a trebuchet going in with that guy, and yeah, I do need to convert you. Protestant majority. Encore Borai. G. Just G. Wait, Encore. Was there another civ that was killed? Was there like the Khmer that was killed? I feel like that's
Bellows
the
worked in
case. Alright, I can upgrade a lot of my units now. That's where my money's gonna go to. As majority of my units are tercios. Open borders, Pachacuti, sure. Ooh, gunpowder. Additionally, I could go for... Let's go for mastery in metallurgy. Architecture, maybe. We're halfway done with the age. Get protection towards naval units. +1 gold adjacency. Yeah, that's going to be good. Get an armor going. Production in science. Oh, that's over here. Shoot. That being said, though, you're being annoying. Yeah, Inca are going to be my next target. I'm not going to be able to kill him because he has these cities up here. But it's going to really hamper his ability to annoy me. And then I'm going to go ahead and... I can't even kill Greece because he's got cities just randomly everywhere. Yeah, that's an issue. I should also probably be heading off soon. Yeah. It's over 3 hours. I'm getting quite hungry. Yeah, is there any more people I can upgrade? A ton more. A ton more. Yeah, try to go up there. Rule, yeah. Convert Aquileia back to Protestant. Problem is, I'm just having one more turn syndrome. So one more turn I can do this. There's so much stuff I need to get done. I would also like to go to war against Rome to take more overseas territories. Trade ship. Okay, I was checking what that was. That's a delete key. I don't want to do that. To Theo. I need to repair that woodcutter. So many people to upgrade. So many people to upgrade. Garak, nice. I could go to war against Augustus now and just like take the city and then peace out. Something like that. He's not really much of a bother to me. Not really. But yeah, I do probably need to get off. Do the final conversion. Protestants. Of course, the city center was converted.
from the new land of gold.
Nice. Architecture would be really nice to grab, wouldn't it? Medieval bridge. All landing units to move over navigable river. That might be interesting to get. Actually, yeah. Especially for this city. Get a bridge here so I can transport this army up to Bach more efficiently. That's a good idea. But I think I'm going to leave it here. I had a lot of fun. Expanded quite rapidly. More rapidly than I was expecting. Mainly because Lafayette declared war on me. And also we are now colonizing a little bit. And we are exploring. And religion is nicely expanded as well. Doing really, really good on science and culture. Only Lafayette is more than me in culture. And I actually am doing the best in science. Amazing. Amazing, amazing. All right. This is all set up nicely for for tomorrow. I'm probably going to be on tomorrow if I have time playing this game. And if you'd like to see that, please follow if you haven't. And also head over to the second channel for to see any previous streams, and head over to the main channel for additional edited content. With that, goodbye.